Hi, this is Vinny from the iMoot team. It's my pleasure today to introduce Jaswinder Singh. Jaswinder is going to be talking about using H5p with Moodle. And Jaswinder also runs the Moodle World website and blog, so go check it out for more tips and links and interesting integrations for Moodle. So thank you very much, Jaswinder, for presenting at the iMoot this year, iMoot17. It's great to have you along again.
Thank you very much, Vinny, for giving me an opportunity to present among the iMoot team, and so glad to have a good audience for this presentation. So today I'm going to present about the H5p. So I will just start my presentation. If you have any questions, please ask me after the presentation. I hope you will enjoy it. So let's start. In the presentation, I will cover about what is H5p and what are the major advantages of H5p and how it can be used with Moodle and how you can share and reuse the H5p activities. What do you mean by the content types in H5p contexts, and what are the top 10 H5p content types for Moodle teachers? A basic background about myself. I am a passionate Moodle user from India, and I want to improve the education system in India. In 2014, I wrote a book for Moodle named How to Use Moodle 2.7, and after that, I organized the first Moodle Moot in India in last year, and then afterwards, I started a blog for Moodle named moodleworld.com. You can visit that to find more tips, as Vinny already suggested. So basically, what I do, definitely not the image on the left side is applicable for me. I used to work in a metro rail industry in my full-time job, and I used to go for Moodle in my night time and my other times apart from my full-time job. So that is my passion, and I am not able to live without Moodle. So here are a few questions for the audience. How many of you are aware about the H5p project? Anyone? Okay. Yeah, Vinny. Okay, Scott. Okay. Okay, so okay. Sure. So I will give you a basic introduction about the H5p. First of all, H5p is rapidly becoming the best platform for creating interactive content right from your browser window. You do not need any software, any plugin, or any other copyright or proprietary software for creating interactive content. All you need is a browser and you are ready to go and create any kind of interactive content. A basic history about H5p project. It is an acronym for HTML5 package. It is a free and open source content collaboration framework. H5p is based on JavaScript. The goal of the H5p project is to make it easy for everyone to create, share, and reuse interactive HTML5 content. You can use it to create interactive videos, presentations, quizzes, games, timelines, etc. It is designed to have a minimum of platform-specific code and a minimum of backend code. Basically, all the code will reside in the H5p file, which you can share with anyone, and he or she can use it on any other platform. So that is the main idea behind this H5p project. The major advantages of H5p: you can easily create the HTML5 content right from your browser, and you can seamlessly share the content across any H5p capable website. You can easily reuse the already existing content and modify it to suit your requirements. The content what you create with H5p will be mobile friendly, and you can experience the same content across all kind of devices. It is completely free to use as it is licensed under MIT license. H5p supports X API, that is Tin Can API, and it is also supported by a community like Moodle. Although the community is not that much big like Moodle, but still, since it is a very new project, so it is growing at a rapid pace. I hope it will catch up with Moodle someday. Right now, it supports 3 platforms, and out of these 3, there are 2 CMSs, only one LMS, that is Moodle. The other 2 CMSs are WordPress and Drupal. Before proceeding further, let me give you a small notice about H5p that please do not use it for conducting your exams. You can use it to create some kind of practice sessions or some kind of interactive activities, but do not use it for your real exams. It may be possible to cheat with the H5p interactions, and the persons can get full score without knowing the correct answers. So please do not use it for the exams. So about Moodle and H5p, there is a Moodle activity plugin available in the Moodle plugins directory in the name of interactive content H5p. The plugin is already on the 6th or 7th number in the most downloaded plugins within the last 3 months from Moodle plugins directory. And after installing, the plugin will download and install the most recommended content types on your website. You must have some kind of content types to create any new H5p content. When you set up an H5p activity in Moodle course, then you can assign a grade to that activity, and when your students complete that activity, their performance is recorded in the gradebook. But what if you want to share and reuse the already existing H5p activities? It is pretty simple. Just download it from the existing source and upload it to the new platform, and then customize the option without reinventing the wheel again. You can customize according to your requirements and change the behavior settings and everything. That's it. So what do you mean by the content types in H5p? Content types means kind of activity which is performing some certain action. There are multiple kind of content types with H5p. That is, as on date, there are 33 different content types, and the list is still growing at a fast pace. The team is actually doing a great work in creating different content types, and the content types are also updated to the new version very frequently. If you create some content in the previous content type version, then it will not be upgraded automatically. You need to go to the settings panel of H5p in your Moodle and then upgrade the libraries to upgrade the existing content to the latest version. That's all about the H5p background. Now let us proceed for the top 10 H5p content types for Moodle teachers. The first one comes on the list as the interactive video. How many of you are using videos in your courses? Anyone? Yeah, so almost everyone is using nowadays videos in the courses. But what if you can add some interactive elements during the video playback? You can do it through using this interactive video content type by H5p. You can add different types of questions, text labels, links, annotations, and everything. By doing so, you can grab the learner's attention, and you can also configure the questions on the video to perform some adaptive behavior. You can also allow the bookmarking points in the video so that the learners can skip to specified sections of the video as per their requirement. You can have a demo of that interactive video through this link. I will show you just an image capture of that one. Basically, it will look like this. The video is played till this point, then You need to check the student's response with a question, and he will respond, then only he will proceed. These interactive elements are shown with these dots over the timeline of the playback, and the bookmarks can be added from this small icon. So now let's proceed to the second content type. It is the course presentation. Course presentation is a content type which is HTML5 based presentation, and you can add any kind of content in the presentation also, like basic slides, and those slides can include the videos, questions, audios, images, and any URLs. The students can experience new interactive learning material and test their knowledge and memory in course presentations. And you can easily edit these presentations through a WYSIWYG authoring tool that is within your browser window. So you need not to have a certain software installed on your computer to create this kind of presentations. I'll show you the image capture of this same thing. It may look like this. So you can add any kind of interaction within this presentation. If you will notice, then I am not sure whether it is visible to you right now, but there is a download link and there is an embed link which can be controlled when you are uploading the H5p activity within Moodle. Then the person who is viewing that activity, he can download and reuse on his or her own Moodle platform or somewhere else, wherever he wants. You can also embed these activities as the iframe content, and in that case, the grades of these activities will not be recorded in Moodle. So if you want to use the grades, then better use the plugin which is available from Moodle plugins directory. So now let's proceed to the third content type. That is the drag and drop. You can create the HTML5 based drag and drop questions, and you can create engaging challenges for your students. You can create all of them through your browser, and you can use text as well as images for draggable alternatives. This kind of question type supports one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, and many-to-many interactions. It can be used to test the learner's knowledge on a specified topic. The image of this drag and drop may be like this. This is some fruits, and he needs to drag the correct name over the top of that fruit, and then the student will check the answer. The feedback will be given immediately after the attempt. So that is the drag and drop question type in H5p. So now let's proceed to the fourth content type. It is find multiple hotspots or find the hotspot. There are actually two content types. One is multiple hotspots, and the another one is the single hotspot. It is also a question type which allows you to create image-based tests. The student has to find the correct spots or areas on an image which you have uploaded. The students will be provided with the feedback wherever they click. Based on that, they will get the feedback whether the click was on a correct area or it was on a wrong area. As a teacher, you can specify how many correct hotspots needs to be found before marking the question as complete. You can specify that out of total 10, the student needs to find out 8 or 7 to proceed further. Here is a kind of question type. You need to find the vegetables in these images, and if the student clicks the correct one, then the response will be shown like this. Great job, you have found 1 or 2 vegetables, but you can also configure this thing. Now let's proceed to the next one. It is the image Dexter Position. This is an interesting content type which allows the users to compare two images interactively. You can upload 2 images and put a slider either horizontally or vertically, and specify its starting position. The content type is great to tell your image stories, like before and after any season, or before and after the floods, or something comparison of the images like this one. Here are 2 images for visible and near infrared lights. The student can drag this slider to left or right to find out the difference between the 2 images. Now let's proceed to the other one. The sixth content type is guess the answer. It is very basic and very simple to use, and a teacher can create this content within few seconds. And a teacher can use this to create challenges for students to guess an answer based on a picture. Just simply upload an image and add a suitable description, and the students guesses the answer and press the bar to reveal the correct answer. Here is a screenshot of this same kind, and but there is a question, and this is the image for this thing, and this is the bar which the student has to click to reveal the correct answer. The seventh one is the audio recorder. Basically, it is meant for the language teachers, and it is not a closed-ended question. It is open-ended questions. Basically, you will give something to speak, and the student will record his or her voice and then play back afterwards. But as of now, it is very limited browser support. Basically, in the Edge browser, the Chrome and Firefox. That is the latest content type released within H5p library. The student you can give the question like this, count to 5 in some language, and then student will record his or her own recording. Now let's proceed to the next content type. That is mark the words. That is also a good question type for the language teachers, and you can create challenges where the student has to mark some specific type of words in a given paragraph of the text. Like you need to highlight some kind of verbs in the given sentence or similar to that. The student will highlight the words according to the task description, and based on that they will assign a score. You can create any number of expressions and correct words within the sentence, and it is very easy to set up because the correct answer needs to be put up in the asterisks, and that's it. You just copy paste your paragraph and put the correct answers within the asterisks. So you can create this within seconds. So I will show you how it will look like. Based on this paragraph, the student needs to find out different types of berries in the text below. So the student has identified 5. So he has got the feedback as you have got 5 out of total 7 points, and he can retry and again show the solution to disclose all the other correct words within that context. Now let's proceed to the next content type. That is the timeline. It is a great tool for history teachers, and you can create interactive timelines, and this allows you to place a sequence of events in a chronological order. You can add contents from any social network like Twitter, YouTube, Flickr, Facebook, Vimeo, and SoundCloud, etc. You can also add images and text within the timeline. So it will appear something like this in the timeline, and this comes. Now we comes to the next content type. That is the 10th one. Yeah. It is the multiple choice. I should keep it in the first 3 content types, but I have kept it till the last one. That is the main content type which is used on Moodle users maximum times. It is very easy to use, and it creates an effective assessment tool. You can create challenges where the user has to identify 1 or more correct choices, and the feedback will be given immediately after the attempt. And you can use these to create tests to have the test out the skills of students on a certain topic. It is very easy to set up this multiple choice content types in H5p. It will skip. It will pull from Flickr. You need to enter the images, and then it will pull. So this multiple choice will look like this. The choices will be shown like this, and the content needs to be checked for the copyright and all those things. You cannot use others' content. So this multiple choice content will show like this, and if the student selects the correct answer, then he will be getting this feedback whether the answer is correct or not. You can choose any number of options for this multiple choice question, and this brings us to the last content type, that is the 11th, and it has exceeded my limit of 10 content types, but it is worth to mention this one also. The last content type is memory game. How many of you are using the flashcards to test out the memory of your students or something like that, to test out your the memory of your students for a certain topic or something like that? Anyone? Okay, no worries. So this memory game allows the teachers to add your own images, and you can create a simple game of some cards which needs to be clicked, and the student has to remember the existing card which he has opened earlier. Then the same matching card needs to be opened out of the given other cards. Basically, it's a image pairing kind of game, and it is basically meant for memory testing of your students, how much they can remember. So if you will see, then it will look like this. Out of the given images, if he selects the pair, if he finds out the correct pair, then those images will be darkened out, and the currently open image will be shown in color, and the question marks needs to be still open. If the student find out the correct one, then this one also will get darkened out, and he will get a report like what is the time spent for this total activity and how many cards you have turned to find out the correct answers. So that is the memory game you can use in your course. And this brings us to the close of the presentation. I thought that I will take out the complete time, but my presentation was a little bit small in the content, and so I'm already finished. So if you have any questions, please ask me. How well does it work on smartphones? Yeah, you will find the content which you are uploading on your website. It will look similar, and will be responsive in nature. So you can use the similar kind of content type on all devices. There will not be any new software required for the students to install on their smartphones. The file extension will be .h5p. I will show you one demo also of this one. Just give me some time. Yeah, it seems to be better than SCOM, but it is not SCOM compliant. SCOM is a standard, and this is not a standard. Yeah, Vinny, I can see only the name as that Waterhouse, so I'm not sure. So I will just show you a demo of my H5p in Moodle and how you can upload and create a new content type. So just let me go to the screen share. Yeah. I need to install something. Just give me a few moments, please. I need to enable the screen sharing option. While trying. Yeah, Ian, it will store the results also because you're creating the activities on the H5p websites, but you will download them from that and then upload it into your Moodle. So when uploading the Moodle, you can assign a grade in the H5p activity settings, and those grades will be mentioned in your gradebook. Yeah, Mike, the recent releases are pretty good, and they have changed the release cycle also, and they are having more frequent releases since last few months. Okay, then in that case, if you want to embed H5p, then you can use the embed iframe content. Sure, Mike, that will be a good thing to test it out. I'm not sure whether the screen sharing is working or not. Yeah, Vinny, if you can help me out in setting up this screen sharing, I am not able to get it working.
Hi, Jaswinder. Screen share only works really on. It works best on Firefox browser. Is that what you're using?
Yeah, I'm using Firefox only.
Okay, and your presenter, so it should just work. Have you got the? Can you see the button on yours to launch the screen sharing?
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
There may be some pop-ups, some browser pop-ups that might be behind your tab or behind your browser, or you might need to give your browser permission.
Yeah, I just got that. Just a moment, please.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Mike, it is the ease of use for these H5p activities that anyone can download the existing content and he can modify it for their own platform. You can set up the behavior, you can change the text content, text strings, and everything you can do with this one. Okay, now are you able to see my screen? Okay, thank you. So here I am going to my localhost development Moodle environment, and I had created one H5p activity in my course. So I will just show you how when you will add a new H5p activity, how it will look like in Moodle. Basically, you will define a name and description of the activity, and this is the field for entering the grade for this activity. And this one is the editor for the H5p content type. Here you can choose to create new content within Moodle, and or else you need to upload a already downloaded content file. This will show you the my content types already installed on this environment, and if you want to search for something, you can use this search bar, or else just find out which one you like to use. If you want to upload a existing file, then just click on upload and select the file like this one, and click on use. And that's it. It will ask you for a some acceptance. So it will be uploaded like this, and then just click on. You can also control the behavior from this. Copyright button is displayed, or display action bar and frame, and these are the other player modes, like how you want to show you the player of this. And You can override the text strings. And then just click on save and display, and that's it. So it will be displayed something like this. I'm not sure why it is not showing the audio player. Maybe some pop-up issues with my. But here it is the download button is showing. So that's it from my side. Yeah, Mike. Mike, you can create any content in Moodle, and then similar way you can download it and use on any other platform also. So it is possible now. That I have never tried for Eco 360 videos, so I need to test it out. Yeah, you can use the embed code also, but it will not be graded. I'm just stopping my screen sharing. And that's it from my side. Any other questions from anyone? Will be happy to answer all of them. So Moodle quiz question type is not there. Actually, it is a activity module only, which can contain the question types from H5p. You can create any kind of questions on h5p.org, h5p.org, and you can embed that questions within Moodle. But there is no specific question type for Moodle from H5p. Like I had shown multiple choice questions that can be used within Moodle. Any other questions, please? Yeah, and you can set up any number of questions in a quiz. But it will be not a Moodle quiz. It will be only the H5p activity. Like what I have shown you, instead of creating the audio recorder, you will create multiple choice questions within the H5p activity. That will not be a Moodle quiz. Yeah, Mike, that will be a good option to import questions from Moodle to H5p. You can have multiple H5p activities in the same course for different grades if you want. Or if you want to have a single grade for all 5 or 6 questions, then you can create one activity only. Yeah, the embed code can be used anywhere, but you will not get the feedback or grades for that one. You can use it in every place wherever you can embed anything. Yeah, thanks, Mike. I cannot answer all the questions because I have never faced all these. So better to ask all of them in H5p forums or in the Moodle H5p plugin support. So that's it from my side. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me.
Hi, this is Vinny again from the iMoot team. I'd just like to jump in and take this opportunity to thank you once more, Jaswinder, for a really interesting presentation. And I'm sure everybody's, probably as we speak, rushing off to the H5p website to have a little play and see what they can come up with. So thank you very much, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of iMoot17.
Yeah, thank you. If you have any questions about H5p or Moodle, I will be happy to answer. Just contact me through moodleworld.com. And thank you, gentlemen. Have a nice day ahead and enjoy more sessions coming on iMoot 2017. And thank you, Vinny, for giving me an opportunity to present during this iMoot.